Actually, I disagree with Zakes on one thing, and that's that I don't think it's necessarily better for the DA as a party or better for any of the GNU parties to be a part of the coalition in and of itself. I think that they've actually placed themselves in the hot seat. I think it's actually you're in a better position if you're in the EFF or the MK, because I don't think those parties are interested in governing. And I think you see that in the provincial level as well. When there is a provincial coalition and the EFF is part of it, even if it does have a far higher percentage of the vote, they'd still rather have someone from Action SA or someone from Al Jamar take the position of mayor or take the executive position. That's because I think that they've worked out through their time as part of the ANC that it's far more fun to be the opposition than it is to be the actual policymakers and the ones that have to govern. Where I do think Zakes is right is that I think the presence of those parties does turn up the heat on those parties. In the past, you might have felt despondent about the fact that those opposition parties can't really exercise any meaningful influence over policy. Might be overstated in any case. But I think now they're being confronted with the fact that it's not despondency, it's indignancy. People are absolutely livid because now they voted for a party, that party is in government. So whereas in the past they would have simply accepted the fact that as an opposition party you can only do so much, now there's a heightened expectation on those parties. So I do think it places additional pressure on them, which means that them acting in their own self-interest, because politicians are human beings like the rest of us. Maybe not like the rest of us, but they are human beings. But I do think we are better off for having them there as opposed to not having them there at all. I don't really think there's much of a risk of an EFF or MK coalition because, like I said, I don't think they're really interested in governing. But I do think that it's better than at least the status quo ante before the election.